Right now, a look at a new project proposal for State Street and why it's putting small local businesses in a tough spot.
Plus, new information, the Lake Delton police chief now on paid leave after a union vote of no confidence.
And later, some parents aren't sure about the new Pfizer COVID vaccine for children under the age of 5. We brought their top concerns to local doctors. News 3 Now at 10 starts now. Thank you for joining us tonight. This could be the future of State Street in downtown Madison. The city's Plan Commission is set to hear a presentation tomorrow regarding a potential housing development. J.D. McCormick Properties hopes to raise three two-story buildings in the 400 block of State Street, but that would push out several small businesses.
Well, Brad Hamilton spoke with the property owners and the owner of one of those small businesses, and he's downtown and joins us with more. Brad?
Well, Eric and Charlotte, on one hand, you have a developer that believes their project is going to really enhance State Street. On the other hand, you have a small business owner that just wants to keep their tradition going. The year is 1983, and a new record store on State Street has just hired a young man enamored with their product.
We've got oldies and classic rock back here.
39 years later, that young man remains.
This is home to me. I've lived most of my adult waking life in this little room, so it's home.
Stephen Manley is the proud owner of B-Side Records, but its time on State Street may be coming to an end. Tomorrow, the Urban Design Commission is set to hear a proposal regarding a housing development project. Now, the projected 5-story building would displace B-Side along with several other small businesses, but Manley says he didn't learn any of this through his landlord, J.D. McCormick Properties.
Naturally, I'm opposed to the demolition because, I mean, we've been here for 39 years and always paid our rent on time, and you know, we'd like to stay.
Colin Smith with J.D. McCormick Development said in a statement tonight, I have personally reached out to Steve and explained what happened, apologized, and said I would help find a new location if this project is approved. He added that they don't want to take away from State Street's history and charm, but instead start a new chapter of growth and design. However, District 2 Alder Patrick Heck understands relocating might not be what those affected want.
Not excited about having to relocate, and I certainly don't blame them. It sounds like it will be a stressful situation if that is indeed what they have to do.
Which is why Heck believes that the committee is going to take their time on this, making sure to weigh every single factor on the future of State Street and how it's going to look for years to come.
We really need to see all the information and hear from all the stakeholders as well as the developers before passing judgment.
Now, tomorrow's proposal is just the first step in a long process to get that approval. Also, if you wanted to check out Colin Smith's full statement, you can find that on channel3000.com. Eric and Charlotte.
All right, Brad, thank you. And new tonight, we're also learning new details about another project, this one in the village of Oregon. Yesterday, the village board voted to put the community's new library at Keller Alpine Meadows Park rather than at the current library site downtown. Village leaders say the downtown site was too small and would make it harder to expand the nearby senior center in the future. The village president wanted to keep the library downtown, but ultimately realized a compromise had to be made.
For me, I always think about these things. What's the best thing for the village? And by having it down at Keller Alpine, it helps us with some other projects. Like the next project is the senior center downtown. It helps us sort of move forward and not have to delay and spend a lot more money on those projects.
The village hopes to begin construction on the $12 million, 33,000 square foot facility by the end of the year.
Let's go to weather now. Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti with our certified most accurate forecast. Gary?
Temperatures are still above freezing in parts of southern Wisconsin, and we may stay pretty mild overnight into tomorrow. The time lapse in the WISC sky cam shows that we had some sunshine for much of the day, although some clouds started to move in during the afternoon hours, but they weren't very thick clouds. They are starting to lower and thicken a little bit, and we're starting to see some flurries or even a little bit of drizzle or freezing drizzle showing up on Doppler track across parts of eastern Minnesota and western Wisconsin, but much of that still not reaching the ground. High temperatures today were pretty mild. Madison topped out at 38, but Janesville hit 41. Boscobel was at 40 degrees. And right now, temperatures are still right around the freezing mark. Here in Madison, a degree above that at 33. Janesville's at 34, but a few places like Lone Rock down in the Wisconsin River Valley, they're down to 27 degrees. These temperatures will probably hold nearly steady overnight. Winds right now are pretty light, so wind chills are not too bad. Look for temperatures to stay nearly steady in the lower 30s overnight. And again, there could be some flurries or freezing drizzle overnight and some flurries or a little drizzle during the day tomorrow. But tomorrow's high temperature should still reach 38 degrees. Looks like we'll turn a little colder for Thursday and then see some light snow on Thursday night. I'll tell you how much we can expect in just a few minutes.
And developing tonight, we have new information about a story we first told you about last night at 10 o'clock. The Village of Lake Delton Board of Trustees has now placed Police Chief Daniel Hardman on paid administrative leave effective immediately. Last night we told you how the EMS union issued a vote of no confidence against him yesterday, saying he is unfit to lead. The board says it is in everybody's best interest to conduct a fair and impartial third-party review. You can read more about the allegations on our website, channel3000.com.
Dane County Sheriff's Office today confirming the identity of a man injured in a police shooting last week, but still not providing any information on the circumstances that led to it. The Sheriff's Office handling the investigation into that incident. They confirmed 38-year-old Quadren Wilson suffered non-life-threatening injuries and was hospitalized. He has since been released from the hospital and is being held in the Dane County Jail. That incident happened last Thursday morning, the intersection of American Parkway at East Park Boulevard. Over the weekend, Wilson's family and attorney said he was shot 5 times in the back and was unarmed. No law enforcement agency has shared any information about the number of shots fired or who fired those rounds. In a news release today, sheriff's officials said they're still processing evidence from the shooting. Authorities added that the sheriff's office was not involved in the incident and are asking for the community's patience as they conduct the investigation.
Students in Minneapolis staging a massive walkout in March today in honor of Amir Locke. The 22-year-old was shot and killed last week during a no-knock raid at a Minneapolis apartment. The statewide walkout took place on the same day authorities in St. Paul announced an arrest in connection to the homicide investigation that led to Locke's death. That person, Locke's 17-year-old cousin, now faces second-degree murder charges for a shooting in January. Locke was shot and killed last week by Minneapolis SWAT officers executing a no-knock search warrant that he was not the subject of. In Milwaukee, the DEA is launching an operation to combat the drug-related violence and overdoses. Milwaukee is one of the 34 cities in the U.S. that will be the focus of this operation. A special agent in the DEA says there is a direct correlation between overdose hotspots and drug-related crime violence. The first phase of the operation will reach 23 different states. The suspect in a shooting that injured 5 people outside of Milwaukee High School is now facing 6 felonies. 34-year-old Devin Job turned himself in on Friday. He's now facing 5 counts of second-degree recklessly endangering safety and 1 count of discharging a firearm in a school zone. The 5 injured teens were all hit by bullet fragments or suffered graze wounds. Police say the fight began over a dispute on social media.
There is a bipartisan bill making its way through the state legislature to build a new juvenile prison near Milwaukee. Now, the bill would authorize borrowing $42 million for this project. The measure comes after years of delays in closing the embattled Lincoln Hills and Copper Lake juvenile prisons north of Wausau. The state missed a July deadline last year to close those juvenile prisons, which have been the target of numerous lawsuits and investigations. A Republican-authored bill would put school resource officers back into certain schools around the state. That bill would require school districts statewide to hire an officer if the district reports 100 or more violent incidents and at least 25 arrests in one semester. That includes things like assault, burglary, and battery. It would also require the state to use COVID relief funds to cover some of the costs of those officers. Enrollment for Wisconsin public schools now open for the next school year. That application will allow families to apply their child directly to any public school in the state other than the one where they live for no cost. You have until April 29th to fill out the application for your child. Acceptance is not guaranteed.
State Republicans also introducing a bill today that would prohibit abortions if a fetal heartbeat is detected. The bill would prohibit anyone from performing or attempting to perform an abortion if a heartbeat is present unless the woman's life is in danger. Governor Evers almost certainly will veto the bill if it reaches his desk. The city of Madison will not have a primary election next week. The city clerk confirming tonight that is due to no offices on the April spring election ballot having enough candidates to even require one. But other cities will still have a primary election on February 15th. You can check myvote.wi.gov to see when the next scheduled election for their area will be and what will be on the ballot.
The White House officially begins the process of choosing a new Supreme Court nominee. Sources confirm officials have started reaching out to potential candidates, but no in-person meetings have yet taken place. President Biden still has about 3 weeks left of his self-imposed deadline to announce a nominee. A brief scare this afternoon in Washington. Second gentleman Doug Emhoff was interrupted during a presentation due to a security threat at the high school where he was speaking. Police confirmed a bomb threat was made to the school. Once police were notified, students and staff, including Emhoff, were evacuated. Police and the Secret Service are investigating.
The deadly COVID Delta variant has all but disappeared in the U.S. Today, the CDC released data on new COVID cases. The agency says there are no new Delta variant cases in the most recent week. The CDC also reports that the Omicron variant now accounts for 100% of new COVID cases in the U.S. Well, 1 week from today, Pfizer's COVID vaccine for children under the age of 5 will be considered by the FDA for rollout and could be available here in Wisconsin by the end of the month. Well, doctors say it will be a huge relief for families who have been waiting to protect their babies and toddlers. Some parents, even those who got the vaccine themselves, remain hesitant. Christina Laurie reports.
And the bottom line is that they're very safe vaccines.
That's the message Dr. David Ottenbaker is trying to get across to hesitant parents with children under the age of 5. A new Kaiser Family Foundation survey found only 30% plan to vaccinate their kids as soon as possible, citing age and safety as their top concerns.
I think some parents were waiting to see other kids getting vaccinated, to see the vaccine becoming more mainstream.
But the concern for healthcare workers like SSM's Mo Carbot is the vaccine isn't yet mainstream for another age group, 5 to 11-year-olds. As of February 1st, 1 in 3 had received 1 dose.
The fact that kids under 5 have no protection whatsoever against COVID when it comes to a vaccine.
Carbot says that while kids are less likely to die, they're still getting infected in large numbers. 10.6 million have tested positive since the start of the pandemic, and 287 children under the age of 5 have died.
We still do not know all there is to know about COVID, and that, some of these, these long COVID symptoms, what is that? What other impacts will there be?
Long-term effects are another concern for parents, including the rare heart defect myocarditis. The truth is that kids are 10 times more likely to get that as a result of COVID, not its vaccine.
The vaccines are important, they're safe, and if I had children that age, I would certainly go ahead and get them vaccinated.
In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Now, even though the FDA hasn't given the green light to these vaccines for kids under 5 just yet, staff at both SSM and UW tell us they're meeting right now to discuss how soon booking appointments will become available. When we know more, we will share that information with you right here on News 3 Now. Well, still to come tonight, Gary Canaldi will rejoin us and let us know how long these warmer temperatures will stick around.
But first, the grand opening will take you inside Dane County's newest children's museum in Sun Prairie. That's next. Stay with us.
Join Planet Fitness by February 16th for 0 enrollment and $10 a month.
Just $10 a month? That makes me so happy.
You know what else will make you happy? Blowing off steam in our judgment-free zone. Join now and feel Fit-tacular for 0 enrollment, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 16th.
Drinks for $9.99 a month?
Yep.
So I can come in again and again and again and again and again?
Anytime.
Cool, just checking.
Join Panera's Unlimited Sip Club, just $9.99 a month. Panera, the familiar made fantastic.
After a crash with a semi-truck, everything can change instantly. At Gruber Law Offices, we have the knowledge and experience to make sure you're protected. And we're here to help whenever you need us. Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Save on your fave at the Century House. Right now, get $200 off stressless signature base recliners, classic base recliners with power, and new stressless cross base recliners. Or get a free accessory with purchase. It's time for stressless. Shop the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
At no fault of their own during the bitter cold, thousands of Wisconsin residents in your community make the difficult choice between eating or heating their home. On February 10th, please join News 3 Now and support a day of warmth, benefiting the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund. 90 cents of every dollar donated is used to help those in crisis. Give the gift of warmth. For more information, visit kwwf.org/donate. A day of warmth. Sponsored by Veridian Homes.
Join Planet Fitness by February 16th for zero enrollment and $10 a month.
Just $10 a month? That makes me so happy.
You know what else will make you happy? Blowing off steam in our judgment-free zone. Join now and feel fit-tacular for zero enrollment, $10 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends February 16th.
It's a rare side effect of the COVID shot. Should it keep you from getting your child vaccinated? Our Time for Kids experts share the facts about myocarditis.
And we're tracking our next chances to see snow moving into the picture. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. Dane County's newest children's museum celebrating its grand opening this afternoon. It's called Explore Children's and is located in Sun Prairie. The museum is about 4,800 square feet and is home to a wide range of both permanent and rotating exhibits that were specifically selected. The executive director explains how she got the idea for the museum.
I needed more to do with my own children, so I jokingly said to a friend, let's start a children's museum. And the more we researched, I took my own children, who I call my exhibit research team, to as many museums as we could and just watched them play and observed them.
The museum had a soft opening about 5 weeks ago. There have been 3,600 visitors so far.
Yesterday, the Verona Police Department set a fundraising goal of more than $2,500 to buy a new vest for the department's canine Drea. Well, within just 18 hours, they met that goal. The department partnered with Keeping Canines in Kevlar to help fund the vest after a similarly successful fundraiser by the Madison Police Department. MPD reached its goal of funding 6 new canine vests within just 38 hours. Milwaukee's airport needs your help. It's trying to find the owner of this teddy bear. Now, airport officials say it likely belonged to a person traveling in or out of the city back on January 4th. This particular bear is extra special because it's given to children who are born with congenital heart defects. While the stuffed animal waits for its family, it is enjoying the airport. Even made some new friends there in their Packer gear, like Violet, the original left behind stuffed animal.
It looks like that bear is bound to be a Packers fan now, like it or not. And here's Gary with a look at our forecast.
Well, temperatures were milder today. That was nice. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Look for some drizzle, perhaps a little freezing drizzle early tomorrow morning, and maybe a few flurries as well, especially tonight. And mild weather will continue for tomorrow. We'll take a little break on Thursday, be back on Friday, and then colder weather will arrive for Saturday, Sunday, and Monday with high temperatures in the teens and 20s. As we look at the high temperature trend over the next 10 days, you can see that up and down swing in temperatures. Some days in the 30s, some days in the teens, and most of the days in the 20s in between. Doppler track right now. Across southern Wisconsin, there might have been a couple of flurries. From time to time, you can see some flurries or even a little bit of drizzle or a light rain shower showing up over parts of Iowa. Temperatures are still right around the freezing mark, so we could see either flurries, drizzle, or freezing drizzle, depending on what the temperatures are. But the snow depth continues across Wisconsin, several inches through the southern part of the state, about a foot or more in the northern part of the state. But you can definitely see that large area of snow-free land across much of the plain states. And anytime the winds are out of the southwest, we warm up in a hurry. Today, temperatures were in the 50s and 60s as far north as Omaha, Nebraska. But over the snow cover, temperatures are still in the upper 30s, a big increase over yesterday. Current temperatures are still right around freezing here in Madison and at or above freezing through much of the plains. There's not a lot of cold air on the map, at least for the time being. On weather track, the jet stream has flattened out a little bit on our part of the Midwest. We don't see the jet stream coming in from the southwest to bring in moisture from the Gulf of Mexico for any of these storm systems, so they're pretty weak and don't bring a lot of precipitation. In the short term, a weak cold front has moved on through. That's generated a couple of flurries in the eastern part of the state. There's a trough of low pressure coming in from the west. That will generate a few flurries, maybe a little bit of drizzle or freezing drizzle overnight into tomorrow morning. The winds will pick up a little bit tomorrow. They'll be mainly out of the west, so we won't see a big drop in temperatures. Even behind the front, temperatures have only cooled off, mainly in the northern part of the state, and only by a few degrees. Notice out to the west, those temperatures are still above freezing. On future track, look for a couple of flurries, a little drizzle, some freezing drizzle overnight, a couple of flurries or a little drizzle tomorrow during the day. Tomorrow night, we'll see cloudy skies, but the wind shift to the northwest will bring in colder weather. And then on Thursday, look for dry weather. But here comes some snow. This is Thursday night, moving into northwestern Wisconsin. But the bulk of the more significant snow will stay to the north. In the southern part of the state, we could see a mixture of some light rain and snow showers, especially on Friday. Mainly rain showers with temperatures in the upper 30s. As far as the snowfall amounts, less than an inch here in southern Wisconsin. Northern parts of the state could see a couple of inches. Then a weather system toward the middle of next week brings the potential for at least some minor snow accumulations. Look for a high of 38 degrees for tomorrow. Again, there could be a little freezing drizzle in the morning, but mostly just drizzle or a few flurries during the day. We drop to 27 on Thursday, the light snow Thursday night. Friday back up to 39. It'll be windy as well. There could be a couple of rain showers during the day. Much colder for Saturday, low of 7 and a high of 15. 21 on Sunday with a couple of snow showers, and 22 on Valentine's Day. Then that chance for snow about the middle part of next week.
And coming up in sports, Johnny Davis added to his Player of the Year resume in East Lansing. How a big second-half performance helped Wisconsin take down Michigan State. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Nominate your favorites online, including Buck and Honey's, for the Best of Madison in 5 food and drink categories. Nominate Buck and Honey's today at madisonmagazine.com.
Hey everybody, it's me, Tracy Turnblad from Hairspray. Broadway's Tony Award-winning Best Musical is back, featuring songs that are fresh, winning, and tuneful. Come see the mega hit about a girl from 1960s Baltimore, me, who dares to dream big and changes the world. Don't miss the warm-hearted musical comedy, Hairspray.
At Overture Center, February 22nd through 27th. Get your tickets today at overture.org.
Stop into Menards during the Race to Saving sales event. Now's a great time to stock up on Energizer alkaline batteries. They provide long-lasting energy for the devices you use every day. Pick up a 16-pack of AA or AAA batteries for only $5.99 after rebate. Enjoy all the benefits of LED energy-saving technology with Fight Electric. Get a 10-pack of LED light bulbs for only $9.99 during Menards Race to Saving sale.
Save big money at Menards.
New year, new shape.
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
New confidence.
I can see a huge difference. Look at this.
New you.
I can wear a little black dress. I feel sexy.
You deserve to do something for yourself this year. And with Sono Bello, you can remove stubborn body fat permanently in just one visit.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation with Sono Bello, America's #1 cosmetic surgery specialist, and find out how you can get $250 off with our New Year exclusive offer. Sono Bello uses Tri-Sculpt micro-laser liposuction to remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently for incredible transformations in just one visit.
I have one big regret. I didn't go sooner.
Call 1-888-622-8360 or go to sonobello.com.
Back by popular demand after a year off.
It's the Andy North Trivia Night, February 24th of 2022.
It's trivia for calls. All the proceeds go for research at UW Carbone Cancer Center.
Find all the details at andynorthandfriends.com.
The first time Wisconsin took on Michigan State, they lost by 12 at home. But remember, their glue guy, Tyler Wallen, didn't play in the game, and it ate him up inside. Well, he was back in the lineup tonight. Badgers looking for their second straight win in East Lansing. Second half, Bucky up 2. Johnny Davis makes it 5 with the triple. He scored 18 of his game-high 25 in the final 20 minutes. Now, Brad Davison had a kind of quiet night, but this play was huge. He dials one up from deep to give the Badgers a 6-point lead with under 4 to play. Wisconsin never trailed tonight. They beat Michigan State 70-62. La Follette taking on Verona in a Big 8 battle in girls basketball. And right from the start, the Wildcats go to their bread and butter. Paige Lambie banks it home for 2 to give Verona an early lead. But then Aaliyah Smith took the game over. She takes it to the cup for the easy deuce to put the Lancers up a pair. And then the home team gonna amp up the defense. Elena West comes up with a steal and then gets the hoop and the harm as La Follette tops Verona 71-51. The final. The Wisconsin women's hockey team will celebrate their senior class on Sunday before their game against Minnesota State. Maddie Posick is one of those 8 seniors, and the Stoughton native has a special bond with Badger hockey and her dad. As soon as 6-year-old Maddie Posick was introduced to hockey, she fell in love.
My wife called and said, yeah, I took Maddie and Hannah to learn to skate. And actually it was learn to play hockey, and they actually put on all the gear, and they couldn't get Maddie off.
I was out there like, let's go. Like, I love it. Yeah, it was really fun.
That love translated to hard work.
She set a goal of playing at the University of Wisconsin. No matter how much she plays, she wanted to be a Badger.
And then the offer came.
I was so excited. I was like, thank you so much. And I just walked out of the office. And I came out to my parents, like, what did they say? I was like, they offered me a spot. And I started crying, and they're like, did you say yes? And I was like, oh, I guess I didn't. And so then I had to run back into his office.
Then there was the first goal with Dad on the call.
I'm doing the game on TV, and lo and behold.
Posick plays it between her legs, and she'll snap one off and scores! Maddie Posick! Her first goal as a Badger!
Went in, and I didn't even realize it, and Mackenzie Steffen came and hit me in the face, and I was like, oh my gosh, like, this is so crazy. Yeah, it was really... It was unbelievable.
That one might go into the Posick family album.
That was the highlight of my broadcast career. There's no doubt about it.
I hope I recorded this.
Once I made the call, all I did was watch her. You know, and then I was looking for my wife, you know, and she's crying down in the stands below me, you know, and her sister's bawling, you know.
And with senior day approaching,
she says it wasn't a dream, it was a goal to be a Badger. I think for Lynn and I, it's a dream that she's a Badger.
The Posicks are soaking it all up as Maddie prepares for her next shift in life.
I think being a Badger really is about being a well-rounded person, an individual, and like that needs to show on the ice, but also off the ice. So that's been good for me.
We'll be right back.
I was in excellent hands with Gruber Law Offices. At the end of the whole process, we felt like part of the family.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They are the best law office in the state of Wisconsin.
Those look nice. Now you can get 2 pairs plus an eye exam and lens upgrade for $79.
That's such a good deal. I can't take it anymore. It is I, Macula.
Yeah, we know.
Unbeatable prices without the drama. 2 pairs of free eye exam and lens upgrade, just $79.
With eye care, the medicine you need may cost less than ever before. New in 2022, you pay a $0 copay for all of your Medicare-eligible Part D drugs up to the coverage gap. Then your cost will be the typical extra help copay amount. You'll also receive up to $2,500 in dental benefits and $300 in vision benefits. Call the Eye Care Benefits Helpline for a free consultation to get all the benefits you're entitled to. Rest easy. Eye Care is looking out for you and your health.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Grass looks great, Zeus. Hey, could you maybe trim the hydrangea too?
Sure thing, Kevin. You want me to do the box suits as well?
No.
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Hey, Medusa, let's boogie.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Nominate your favorites online, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue and Best Curbside Pickup and Takeout. Nominate Beef Butter Barbecue today at madisonmagazine.com.
Here's the newest spin on Wisconsin Lottery scratch games. It's X times the money, a new family of games with prices from $1 to $20. The bigger the ticket, the bigger the multiplier and top prize, all the way up to $200,000. Instant scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery. Odds are you'll like them.
One call, that's all.
There's a one call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call is all it takes.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
One call, that's all.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A zoo in the northeast Indian state of Assam is welcoming 2 Royal Bengal tiger cubs. An official with the zoo says both cubs are healthy. They were born last Thursday. The zoo is now home to 9 Bengal tigers. India was home to an estimated 40,000 tigers at the turn of the last century, but poaching and the loss of habitat brought them to the brink of extinction. According to the tiger census, the country's tiger count stood at just under 3,000 in 2018. That's up a third from 2014.
And back we go to Gary for a final check of the forecast.
Well, tonight we have the possibility for some flurries or freezing drizzle. Live view from the Edgewater Sky Camp downtown Madison. Not seeing anything here, and you can see on radar there was a little patch of flurries that kind of came through earlier, mainly moved out into Lake Michigan. Not a lot out there. In fact, it's very difficult to even detect on radar if there is anything. Temperatures right now are just above and below freezing, so the areas that are above freezing should see some drizzle or some flurries. Below freezing, some freezing drizzle or flurries. Look for temperatures to hold nearly steady in the lower 30s overnight. High tomorrow of 38 degrees, and then as we head into Thursday, we drop back to 27. Some light snow Thursday night, a chance of rain showers on Friday with a high of 39. Much colder for Saturday, and then notice those temperatures going back up again middle part of the week with some light snow and colder toward the end of the week.
All right, Gary, thank you. And thank you for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.